Aew Dynamite starts with CM Punk versus Dustin Rhodes, and Punk wins with a roll-up. After the match, Hangman Adam Page comes out and has a stare with Punk. We were shown that earlier today when Wardlow entered the building, he was told security would follow him everywhere, and he has to wear handcuffs until his match starts, then he'll be escorted out of the building after the match ends. The Blackpool Combat Club, Brian Danielson, Wheeler Yuta and John Moxley versus Brock Anderson and Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin, and Moxley wins with the Paradigm Shift DDT. Tony Khan comes out for his big announcement, and he brings out the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Takami Obari, but Adam Cole comes up on the Turnatron and says June 26th, AEW and New Japan come together for their crossover event, The Forbidden Door. Then Switchblade Jay White comes out and says this is about Undisputed Elite and the Bullet Club because it's still our era. The Butcher versus Wardlow, and Wardlow wins with some power bombs, then gets escorted out in handcuffs. Kyle O'Reilly versus Jungleboy in an Owen Hart Tournament Foundation Tournament Qualifier Tournament, and O'Reilly wins with his knee off of the top rope. Hook versus Anthony Henry, and Hook wins with Red Rum. After the match, Danhausen gets in the ring and says if you don't want to be cursed by Danhausen, then you will fight Danhausen, and Hook walks off. Backstage, Scorpio Sky walks up to Frankie Kazarian and says I want a rematch against Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship, but when I win the title, you'll get the first shot, and Kaz and Sky shake hands. Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti are in the ring, and Sammy says the fans that show their support, he'll give them his everything, but the ones that turn their back can be mad. Then Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page and Dan Lambert come out, and they all trash talk Sammy hard, and Sammy says he'll give Sky a ladder match for the TNT title next week, as long as he and Ty get their mixed tag match against Paige Van Zandt, and Lambert agrees to it. Danielle Camella versus Britt Baker with Najee Harris and Pat Framuth from the Pittsburgh Steelers in her corner, and Britt wins with a lockjaw. After the match, Britt talks about the women's division needing her. Andrade versus Darby Allin in a coffin match in the main event, and during the match, the Blade and Mark Quinn attack Darby, but Sting's in the crowd and brawls them, then jumps from the heavens. Later on, Andrade's assistant Jose comes out and gets back body dropped onto the coffin lid, which has thumbtacks on it, and Darby shuts the coffin on Andrade and wins the match. After the match, the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy are on the stage doing their delete taunt for some reason. We'll see you next week for the next Dynamite highlight.